Hi, here's my presentation for my classroom management philosophy. Just going to get it into slideshow here. All right, I'm Tessa Shainberg, and this is my classroom management philosophy for EDU 5250 Field Experience. My mission statement. My mission statement is to provide a positive environment for all students to be successful in their educational career while creating and fostering positive relationships with each individual student. Here is my infographic. Ms. Shainberg's classroom philosophy, positive relationships to provide support and encourage positive relationships for every student every day, a positive environment, creating a safe environment where each individual student can feel safe and successful, inclusive individuality. Each student will be celebrated for their individuality. I will follow this philosophy for every child, every day, every way. Positive relationships. Positive relationships are fundamental to success. This quote is from an article by Trinia Kaufman. I believe that relationships are key to managing a classroom. As a teacher, I want to form a relationship with each one of my students. I want to teach in a sensitive, caring, and non-threatening way. Each student should want to have great success, and I will provide encouragement and have high expectations for my students and provide constant lines of communication in and out of my classroom while actively listening with empathy and acceptance. Thomas Gordon, an author, said, "When educators are listening actively, they provide proof that they have understood by feeding back what students have said to them." I believe that teaching good communication skills will help my students have more self esteem and be able to create other relationships outside of my classroom. As a teacher, I want to have fun with my students, all in a respectful manner. In an article by Trinia Kaufman, she states, "Relationships are fundamental to success, and I fully believe that relationships need to be formed before a teacher can have success with classroom management." An engaging environment. Maintaining a learning environment requires teachers to actively monitor their students. I believe that an engaging environment will foster a positive learning experience. I will encourage all students to actively participate in class discussions. I want to provide individual interests with the common good of the class. I believe that group work is important because this helps students learn to work together, and it also teaches them to respect each other and accept different opinions other than their own. Developmental approaches encourage students to problem solve, coordinate agendas, and when necessary, negotiate compromises. An engaging environment starts with positive behavior. Managing a classroom environment should have rewards for good behavior and punishments to manage unwanted behavior. Providing clear expectations for my classroom will ensure that all my students will have a safe and effective learning environment. Maintaining a learning environment requires teachers to actively monitor their students. Diverse individuality. Culture is the heart of all we do in the name of education. I believe that every student should have a voice. As an educator, I want my students to know that their beliefs and opinions matter. By providing a variety of learning opportunities, I will create a classroom environment where assignments and activities are linked to student experiences. I want to provide a classroom that encourages self-discovery and creativity. I will be aware that different cultures have different approaches to behavior and classroom management. As the text states, this is essential if we are to respect differences in cultural approaches. As a classroom community, I will encourage my students to embrace each other's backgrounds and cultures. Culture is at the heart of all we do in the name of education. My conclusion: creating positive relationships is the first step in having a successful learning environment. When a learning environment encourages individuality and creativity, students will be able to grow without limits, which will lead to success for all students, regardless of their race, gender, and background.